Episode 11.
Hey, everybody. Well, yeah, episode 11. Can I borrow your amp?
It's another morning hour.
This is another morning hour edition of the podcast where we have no guests this time.
Yeah.
we did 9 episodes with guests, and I think the intention was to have a guest this time.
This is going to be a recap episode. It's going to be a catch-up episode where we just tell you what's going on. And we do have a lot of guests next week.
Yeah, we have 4 guests coming next week. That's going to be a special surprise. You're just going to have to wait for that one.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll announce that one today.
No.
This is coming out. So
we'll just put this out today, I think.
Today's
Thursday.
But doesn't it come out Fridays?
No, it comes out on Thursdays.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Wow. So as you're listening to this today, dear viewer, yeah, it does come out on Thursdays. You're absolutely right. As you're listening to this today, these words have been spoken out by Wyatt and myself, and then transformed into a bunch of ones and zeros, and are now coming through your speakers. Isn't technology amazing?
Yeah.
Our thousands and thousands of listeners to the podcast.
We still don't have a sponsor, which is kind of disappointing. I thought by episode 11 or 10
we'd have
we'd be set.
AMC.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We'd at least have
Teslas by now, I thought.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say we'd at least have what's the stamps.com or something,
or Bomba socks or something.
Yeah.
I bet we could look it up. I've done zero.
No, me neither.
I've done zero delving into this issue, but I bet that it's something that we could definitely. Speaking of passive income, bro, I had an interesting thought the other day.
Huh.
I woke up in my bed, like one of those situations where you're just sleeping, and then all of a sudden your eyes just open, and then you're awake. You're not just I have to wipe. I'm just boom. You know what I mean? You're one of those situations where you just wake up ready to go. And I was thinking about generating passive income,
right?
Because I'm so sick of
that's what it's all about.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Working every single hour and every hour you equate works to the amount of dollars that you earn is kind of lame. So I was thinking, you ever see those guys or just folks driving around where they have it almost looks like the Pizza Hut thing on top of their car, but it's ads and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can get that on their car and they'll pay you.
Dude, a crazy amount.
What's the amount?
Well, it's not crazy, but you could get $500 to $1,000 a month.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's $500 a month, and they could put those stickers on your car and shit.
Yeah, or I could put a rack on there and get one of those electronic ones.
Yeah,
and I realized that would pay for my car payment and stuff that.
Yeah, you could do that.
Isn't that interesting?
You should just do that. You should just wear your entire attire and your entire appearance
like a
should
NASCAR.
Just be advertising. Yeah, and then you'll just get paid. You'll just be like a paid. You're just a guy who has sponsorships.
We should do it as a band. Next time we play, we should have the
t-shirts and that say Pennzoil on them.
The kick drum just says Roman on it, or all of our guitars just have Better Health and HelloFresh and all that stuff. It's just a thought,
Fuck it.
It's just terrible. That'd be so fucking whack.
Yeah, there's I mean, I be with the idea. I think there's a little bit of a shallowness with advertising. You got to be careful because sometimes it comes off at desperate.
Yeah,
it's
100%.
Desperate and except with NASCAR. NASCAR, it's cool.
You
know what I watched? You know what I saw the other day? This movie Death Proof. Have you ever heard about that? Or it's
that's that Tarantino flick with the cars.
The car,
and, isn't it a double feature with another thing?
Yeah, but I didn't see the other thing. But Kurt Russell is wearing this really cool jacket in it, and it's got patches on it of different NASCAR-y motory things. It made me think of that. It's it's actually an icy hot jacket. An icy hot for your muscles.
Really?
Yeah.
And it just genuinely is.
It looks really cool. You should look up the jacket.
Well, that came out in 2007 or something, right?
Something like that.
So I wonder if that was just a funny way that he decided to help funding the movie, because that was more of an indie project, right?
Yeah, it looks a little bit more indie, but there's famous people in it.
Yeah. No, I know, but it was more I think it was just because it's not the craziest flick as far as
No, not a lot happens in it. There's a lot of dialogue, and then there's a couple of murder scenes that are way over the top.
Yeah, of course.
But most of it is just most of it is just girls talking in a car.
Who is in that?
Rosario Dawson, Russell Crowe. I'm sorry, Kurt Russell, I feel like there's another famous girl in it. I don't know. It's really it's
silly, right?
It's a niche kind of movie. Yeah.
I heard it's like just like a little bit tongue in cheek, like kind of campy, but
It's
fun.
a little campy, but it's fun. It's fun to watch.
Could not remember for the life of me what that second movie was, because I know it was like Death Proof, and then I want to say it's like something where someone has like a machine gun leg.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's called I forgot. I've never seen that movie though.
I'm gonna look that up because that's kind of gonna bother me. But I also want to see when Death Proof came out.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else at this exact point. Well, there was no point really.
It's okay. Death Proof release date.
What I was gonna say.
2007, bro. July 21st.
That's good. Good guess.
I'm good. And then Planet Terror was the other one.
Yeah, Planet Terror.
Yeah.
No, you know what I was gonna say is that I wish people would do this more often, but like in that movie, in like the first half of the movie, and this is one thing I didn't like about it, but in the first half of the movie, it's like really film grainy, and I liked that, but it goes away as the movie goes on.
As it progresses?
Yeah, so it looks like you're watching like an old, I don't know how to describe it, but the quality of like the film is like really good because it looks like old and it's like grainy. There's like
Super 8 kind of.
Yeah, well, like I mean, it looks like high def and everything, but you can just see like the film grain. You can see like on like in like an exaggerated way.
Yeah,
and I thought like, you know how in music a lot of times
the song starts like
the songs. Well, like there's songs that have like this low, not lo-fi necessarily, but they're recorded in a way to sound like they're older.
Yeah.
Or if it's like a rap song, it's using a sample that's older, so it sounds like it has like that quality to it.
Yeah.
I wish that they would do that in movies more often, where it's like this is obviously a modern day movie, but we're gonna kind of like turn the quality to make it look like nostalgic and like.
There's definitely
kind of
stuff
because that stuff, those old movies look really good. Like the cameras look really cool.
Yeah,
and I like now it just seems like movies they just like completely avoid any of that. It's just like let's just see
how hyper realistic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely something. I would say I didn't see it, but I feel like Licorice Pizza. Anytime like there's a movie in the 70s or something like that, I feel like they always try to put that grain on there. Did I?
Yeah.
Is the freaking cloud lifter connected?
Yeah.
Mine?
Yeah.
Too? Where's yours?
I don't have mine. My SM7's at Edwin's. I'm using this thing today. Yeah.
Nice. My bad.
My voice isn't gonna be in that super analog.
I honestly, when I try to
listen,
when we record the podcast, and I like with the Andrea one, for example, with like Swoon and them, because I know that they were using the 58s.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to listen for like a difference in quality, and honestly, I don't think I can.
You can hear a little bit of difference, but it's like like who cares? It's like, you know.
Yeah, I'm glad I spent this much money on an SM7B when I probably could have just gotten like a 58 and that would have been fine.
No, I think for certain things that's better. We're just like talking, like there's no musical quality,
and stuff like that. Yeah.
There's no,
I mean, it's nice to like. I know that like if we needed to record some harmonies or something after the fact, or like I could just do that at home with this. Which is kind of nice.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's pretty chill.
We're also trying to make this a video podcast.
Yeah,
soon enough.
We're just talking about that before we started. I think, right?
Yeah.
Before we began, we're talking about maybe speaking of like old quality kind of stuff, maybe doing like a VHS video element or something. But I do want to build like some kind of like. A
good kind of set would be like the Eric Andre show. You know how he just has like that desk and like a chair.
Yeah,
like I think just something like that would be really fun.
It'd be funny if we had double like a desk and we're the ones sitting at the desk and then whoever the guests are. But like, where are we gonna do that? You know what I mean?
Oh, we're both sitting at the desk. That would be kind of funny.
Yeah, like we're the co-hosts. You know
what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
It'd be funny if every time we did this, we wore suits.
That's what I was thinking too. Like if we were on video, I would wear the exact same thing every time.
Yeah.
So that was always
bro, that'd be sick.
That'd be so funny.
Kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be great. Yeah. I mean, dude, I would love to do that. I mean, it'd be obviously a little extra work, but I think it would be
a lot extra. I think it'd be worth it.
Way worth it.
Yeah.
I just want to like. I would want to. Like, where would we do it? You know, I feel like we could set it up in the living room or something.
We could. It's just like.
Just have like a really quick, easy thing, kind of like some plants and.
Yeah, I guess if we can do it, like if the turnaround could be. Quick, semi-fast, like because then like everyone in my house, is like, at Armor has to shut the fuck up and like,
yeah. I mean, it'd be sick if we could also do it. Maybe we could do it at like the rehearsal space or something like that.
I think that's a good idea.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah,
stuff
we could do
here.
that. We should do it there.
I bet Eric of Love Nothing. Shout out Love Nothing. We all share a lockout space. I bet he'd be cool if like we'd be like, hey, you mind if we just like set up like a corner in the office? Or
we just need like a backdrop, and we just like put down black like, curtains, or not curtains.
We could
but
just
like
get like a
drop,
big thing of like satin or like velvet, kind of like some
velvet,
kind of
like black
backdrop.
velvet.
And then if we just brought in like fake plants and like left them there, I bet it'd be fine.
Yeah,
he'd probably be cool with it. He just didn't like. He was saying that Alex brought in a cutout of.
I don't know.
Like
we probably
like
wouldn't be able to like leave shit there because they already have like a bunch of shit in there.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
And they're getting in more bands too, but
I wonder if that means the rent goes down.
I don't know because I feel like they were trying to raise rent.
Oh.
And so it might just stay
Everyone's
the same.
trying to raise
we're
the
just
rent.
getting out of like not having to pay more rent, which is chill.
That's good.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
This is a behind the scenes episode for y'all.
Yeah.
That's okay. I mean, we're just talking about whatever.
Yeah.
We haven't recorded in how many weeks have we missed at this point?
We missed 2 weeks. If we put this out today, we've missed 2
Only
weeks.
2 weeks.
But you had COVID for 1 week, so that's like kind of
like a week and a half. Wyatt, we were on like a bad downtrend because Wyatt had COVID and then we had trouble like getting ahead of ourselves because we always usually record like the week before and then it comes out the following week. And then I got COVID pretty bad and then we missed 2 weeks because of that.
Yeah.
Which is tough, but we're back. We're back. I'm ready. I'm ready to keep. I missed it, honestly.
Yeah, no, this was fun.
I really liked it.
We missed you, the listener.
Yeah, we can feel the presence, really.
Yeah.
How many people are listening? Do you know?
I haven't checked. Honestly, I haven't checked.
I feel like we get like a solid like 30 or something streams like that per episode. It's mostly just homies, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I saw someone random from my childhood. I like went on Facebook randomly to go on Marketplace.
Yeah.
And I forget every time I post something to the Swells Instagram, it also gets posted to my personal Facebook, and I don't know why.
Oh.
So I always get people like I'll have a bunch of notifications like whenever I check Facebook like once a year.
Yeah.
And it's like just like 50 people being like happy birthday from like
yeah, I know.
6 months ago. And then I saw like and then it's just some people being like, "Oh, I can't make it to this gig." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And I realized it's like from some show from like 2.5 months ago. And then I also had someone recently that whenever we post like the podcast stuff, like someone was like, I listened to the second episode, I really liked it. I was like,
yeah,
okay, sick. It's really random, but that's cool. So Eric Rodriguez, if you're listening, thanks so much for your support.
Thanks for tuning in.
Can't believe you're on Facebook still, man.
I know.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
Eric?
what's wrong with you? No, I mean, all the podcasts that I've listened to, I haven't started listening to until they've been out for like years and they have like hundreds of episodes.
Yeah, because then you don't have to wait.
Yeah.
You can just go back and listen.
It just takes a while for a podcast.
So maybe this is a message now. Hello, all you future listeners from however many years in the future. Enjoy listening to our voices on your daily commute for hours and hours and hours on end. Maybe by the time that they're listening, they're now hearing ads that we've gotten to put into episodes past. Because sometimes you can do that.
And then they hear us complaining about not
how we don't have any sponsorship.
Yeah.
And now they're like, I've got to skip through all these goddamn ads.
Good.
Yeah. It's gonna be a while before we get any type of sponsorship.
No, I know. We need like significant amount of viewers first or listeners.
I bet if we had 1,000 listeners that we could do it. So all we got to do is this is really just a vehicle for the podcast. We like to make music and do all those things just so that we can get more word out.
This is just so you can get in our heads.
Yeah. No, I'm saying the music is just a vehicle for the podcast to do better.
Just do better.
The
music is like commercials. It's like Star Wars. Like we're just trying to sell toys.
Yeah. It's really just to get you to the podcast. Yeah. I love the idea. Like when we put out the podcast for the first time, I guarantee you, like a lot of the people that follow us are like, Jesus fucking Christ!
I know.
Why these guys feel like they need to put out a podcast?
Hey, I don't know any other bands having a podcast, so
yeah, I don't either.
You guys can suck it.
Well, I think there was
except for the guy from the Gooms, but he only has one episode.
That's right. Yeah, the Gooms guy.
No disrespect to the Gooms.
No, but the Gooms are great. The Gooms. Let's do shrooms with the Gooms.
with brooms.
With brooms. No, Dan Duran had a podcast for a second.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it was live too.
We should have Dan on. I can't remember.
I know. No, I was gonna tell you yesterday we should do Dan, and then
yeah.
I was too busy. But yeah, Dan would be great.
Yeah, definitely.
It'd be fun to honestly, like, I don't know, honestly, never mind. I was gonna say that we should do. Well, we're coming back. We maybe left something in, but we're coming back because we were talking about. It's just too early to be making decisions about this.
Yeah, I can't really think straight. I can't think entirely straight.
Yeah, yeah. Wyatt had like
I had a long night,
4 or 5 hours of sleep. But that's like the name of the game with what you do.
Yeah, it's something I'm not used to. It's been a second since I've done that.
Just sucks. Like I hate when sometimes we've had to do like pretty early morning rehearsals just because it's like we've had a show and like we got to get together no matter what. And,
yeah,
like, you have to work until like 3 a.m. and then show up at like 9 a.m.
Yeah,
you know, like that. You're always like, because I know that feeling when you're just so tired that you're like feel weak.
Yeah,
like I can just sense that off you. It really sucks.
Yeah, well, thanks for pointing that out.
No, not that you're weak. Like I just like everyone gets that way when when you're so sleep deprived that you're like hurts. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's what Celsius energy drink is for.
Anyways,
this episode is brought to you by
Celsius.
Live Fit.
Live Moss. I don't think I like Taco Bell anymore.
I've never liked Taco Bell. Taco Bell's nasty.
Yeah, I think that
except for the cheesy gordita crunch.
Yeah, I like the Crunch Wrap still.
The best fast food place is McDonald's. Like hands down.
Are you just saying like just pure fast food? Like, are you incorporating like Chick-fil-A, your In-N-Outs?
Those are, I guess, those are fast food, but they're also
I just think
like
of them as like joints. Like,
yeah, they're like they've gotten to a point where it's like In-N-Out. It's like you got to go wait in In-N-Out. Like that's barely fast food. It's like you got to go wait like in a super long line. That's basically like waiting for a table at a restaurant.
Yeah,
it's
like not fast food. It's really not.
It's
you're
like
there for like 30, 40
novelty
minutes.
food, really. Yeah. And like so, same with Chick-fil-A. Like Chick-fil-A is like this kind of like. It's good. I like it, but it's also this kind of like event. If you're pulling up at like lunch hour and you're just like, wow, this like I got to deal with all this
line,
now.
Yeah, it's not even. Yeah, I guess it's not.
Post-COVID lines are no joke. Fast food.
Do you think they're worse?
Oh yeah, I think so. Even now, if I go to like a McDonald's, it's like the lines like to the driveway. It's like, dude, this is like, I like never saw it like this before.
Well, I think people are just generally like in those types of jobs where like the pay is just fucking shit. They're understaffed. A lot. Remember that where it's like you're seeing a lot of those.
I don't
like
think McDonald's is understaffed.
I don't know. Like, well, I don't know. I just went to a McDonald's that just opened up near my place. That that the line was just incredible. Like I could not believe how long the line was, and I got stuck in it, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like I don't want to do this, but it was just like I got stuck.
Yeah,
so I don't. But it was also new, so you know, and it's like a high tech McDonald's. I don't know why it's like, ooh, the McDonald's here.
Touchscreen menus and stuff.
No, it was like literally the same thing. It just looks like modern, which I don't.
Sometimes McDonald's look like they're like clubs. They're like,
yeah,
they're like nice.
Yeah. It's like damn. That's
like damn.
nice...
There's like rocks in the wall in this fucking McDonald's.
Yield, Le Petit McDonald.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, I don't know how we're gonna talk for an hour. To be honest,
we don't have to go an hour. We'll just go like 45 minutes or something. 30, 40 minutes. Like
30. We can't do 30 minutes, bro.
Okay, we'll go 40 minutes.
Well, let's just go. Well, let's just see. You know, we can keep talking. This is what happens when we're tired. I feel like when we had the brunch hour episode, we were like also pretty tired and stuff. But I'm okay.
We also are just talking to ourselves, and like we talk to ourselves anyway, like every day. So we don't have someone to like talk about something new with. We're just like,
that's true.
You know,
I guess that's true. But I don't know.
We could just start calling people on our phones. Just start calling numbers and asking them questions. Yesterday, actually, at the during the session, this guy, like the first like 2 hours I was there, he was talking on the phone with his buddy, and he's like recorded this conversation. He's like, there just might be something good in it.
Oh, really?
Like, okay. So like we were recording the conversation, and then his dad calls him, and he's like, he's like, hey, what's good? And like the dad conversation was so funny. It was such a typical dad conversation. He's like, hello, and the dad's like, hey, and he's like, hey, what's good? And the dad's like, hey, and he's like, yeah, dad, what's good? And he's like, hey, you up? And he's like, yeah, I'm up. I'm at the studio. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll call you back. And he's like, no, it's okay. Like I answered, like, what's good? And he's like, I'm driving on the freeway right now, and my hands aren't on the steering wheel. And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, like,
Yeah, it's a Tesla or something.
these like put like one thing comes around there. His dad's like in a rental car,
Okay.
and he's like, I'm driving on the freeway, and my hands aren't. I'm driving 16 miles, and my hands haven't touched the steering wheel. And he's like, what kind of car you got? And he's like, a Kia Sorento. And he's like, damn, really? Yeah. He's like, it's the craziest thing. And he's like, so you're rolling up, not driving in the car? And he's like, I already did. And he's like smoking while he's driving, not holding. It was really funny. So this dad is like burning up, not like hands free on the steering wheel.
How old
in a
did he
Kia
sound?
Sorento. Like 40 or 50. They were in like they were driving from like Richmond, Virginia to somewhere else for his like little brother's graduation or something.
That's lit.
And I was like, dude, that sounds lit.
Yeah, that sounds fucking sick.
Like this guy's dad was so funny.
Yeah, he sounds like a gem. I really want to go fishing.
I know. Joel and I were talking about it.
Yeah, he's back, right? He just had his anniversary.
He was been back. He went to Hawaii, I think, a couple weeks ago. But yeah,
No, I know, but didn't him and his girlfriend? This is our friend.
Joel and his girlfriend did have an anniversary recently. I think it was 5 years.
Wow.
Joel and Emily, shout out.
Yeah, Hannah and I got our 7 years coming up, not this weekend, but next.
There we go.
It's crazy.
This is
Love is in the air.
The anniversary episode of podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, fishing.
Yeah, I really want to go fishing. I'm just so brain dead right now.
We can go. I want to try to go fishing off the pier.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Do you think are both those like poles that we're looking at two big old fishing poles?
Yeah, you can take those off the pier. I think they're for the ocean. They're for ocean.
They
water.
are.
Yeah.
How much did you cop those for?
They're my grandpa's. I just got them for free. I got them at my grandma's house.
Whoa, that's dope.
Yeah.
Thanks, G-Paw.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. So potentially, like, if we go deep sea fishing next time, like, we wouldn't have to rent poles.
Technically, I haven't used them yet, so I got to make sure. I think they need new line on them because the line is pretty like dusty and like pretty faded, and they're probably honestly haven't been used for like 15 years.
The other thing is like if we brought our own poles and stuff like that, I think we'd have to like learn how to tie out like the knots and stuff.
I can tie the knot. I can get the knot on. I mean, I can get the hook on there.
You can get it on pretty good.
Yeah, I can get it on pretty good.
I miss we got to do like another fish taco day.
I know
we had those fish from last time, and I like cut them and stuff, but my freezer's so like
it just doesn't keep me cold.
It's so unreliable that I'm sure I feel like my mom probably threw them out. I mean, that was so long ago.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
I would not eat those.
They're probably not good now.
I will not eat that fish. And even then, like it was like we forgot to bring a cooler, and they were like all bloated and stuff. By the time I cut into them, I was like, I don't know if these fish are good anymore.
The ones that we cut at my house.
No, this was from like the last time we went fishing, where I was like, I'll just take care of this.
Oh.
I don't think they're like.
You took the fish home whole.
Well, because that's how they were. Like, you gave me all the bag, and they were kind of, like, bloated, like, their tongues are
Yeah, that's how they get. I mean, yeah, that's how they get when I think even when they're cold. Maybe not. They're still, sometimes I remember the last time we like, filleted them, there was, like, we put them in an ice chest for, like, a long period of time, and they were, like, still kind of, like, moving a little bit when we took them out.
Yeah, we preserved them a little too well.
Yeah.
That was, I think with the big thing with that is, like, we need to get fillet knives.
Yeah,
because using the chef knives on those is really, they don't yield at all, and, like, you kind of lose something.
You need something, like, curved.
Yeah, something that gives a little bend.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's pretty sick. And you don't have to pay the guys. And I feel like they just fillet them so fast. I feel like they miss a bunch of meat and stuff, to be honest.
Sometimes. I think they do a pretty good job, though. They make it look really easy. And then when you go to do it yourself, it's like, this is kind of hard.
Yeah, but it's sick to learn.
Yeah, it's good to learn.
It's good to learn.
It's good to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what they say? Teach a man to fish.
And he'll
be fishing forever.
And he'll skippity-doo off the pier. Yeah. There was a shark recently off the coast of Santa Monica. I heard. So maybe we catch a shark when we go out there.
I saw a guy catch a shark one time, a little shark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did he throw it back?
I think he threw it back, yeah.
That's good, because I don't think... It
was a baby shark. You're definitely not allowed to take those, I think. pretty sure.
Yeah, I'd imagine not. It's also not good to eat shark because they're so high in mercury.
Oh yeah, I bet. I don't think I've ever seen shark on a menu. I don't think you can eat.
I don't think I
I
would.
don't know anyone who eats shark.
You wouldn't want to eat all that mercury.
Yeah.
It's in
I
retrograde.
wonder why the sharks get more mercury. Yeah, maybe they're constantly in retrograde.
Yeah, maybe they're like just really retrograding all the time. Maybe that's why they're so scary. Because they live such tough lives because of the retrograde.
They're constantly, like, things are constantly off for them.
It's just adversity.
Yeah.
Day in, day out.
They're honestly, things are so off for them that, like, when you cut into their body, the mercury is there.
That's the start of every retrograde. I feel like I never understand why Mercury is in retrograde. Although, I don't know, dude. Like, I used to make so much fun about, like, that astrology stuff and it's real. Mercury's in retrograde. Dude, I like every time that I'm having like a really tough season.
Well, Mercury in retrograde, I don't know how real that is, but the astrology thing is real.
I don't put too much credence to it. I will say this.
I mean, somebody thought of it.
The past like 3 or 4 seasons that I've had like are just like a tough, like however long. It's always I've like looked it up and it's like Mercury's in retrograde. Like not just like as a like I'm not expecting anything out of this, or just like I'll hear like, oh, Mercury, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm not saying yes or no. I'm just saying
it sounds like
seems to be coincidental that, and not all of the time, of course, not every time something like minorly bad happens, but like when I'm having like a particularly like one thing after the next, like it always seems to be. It always seems to be. That's all I'm saying.
Mercury. I mean, I don't know. Hey, look, I don't know.
Like when I was having all those nightmares,
I think
Mercury and retrograde.
I think some of the astrology stuff has merit. I don't think it's total bullshit.
I got COVID.
So, I mean, lots of people got COVID.
And then all this other personal stuff that I'm not going to mention happened. Mercury and retrograde.
Maybe. Maybe.
Sounds just balls like in your court, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Sounds like that shit's going to go on no matter where Mercury is, but if that makes it easier to bear, then
it doesn't.
Then I don't know what to tell you.
It doesn't. But an explanation is nice. It's nice to think that like some of this stuff.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It makes it easier to bear.
Yeah.
You're like, well, the planets are just off.
I can't do anything about the
planets. There's nothing I can do about it. Yeah.
Oh gosh, huge update for our listeners.
Go ahead.
I beat Elden Ring.
Congratulations.
3 times.
Wow.
I have all the trophies and stuff like that. So
wow.
Now you guys don't. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It became work by the end, to the point where I was not even really enjoying myself.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there with COVID, and I was like, you know what? Let's just beat this game once and for all. And we did it, and then it's done. But it was I feel accomplished.
There we go. Yeah. Talk about a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, God knows how are we gonna feel when we finish this record? Probably huge.
I don't know.
I have thoughts about what I want to do when we finish the record. I feel like we should do like a fun celebration thing, because it's also the band has been together for so long.
Yeah, it's true.
Like in the summer, it'll be.
I feel like we always say we're gonna do stuff like that, and we never do.
No, I'm on it, dude. I'm on. When Jason gets back, I want to do like a.
All right, set it
we
up.
all go to a Dodger game.
Set it up.
And then we'll go.
I'll be there.
And yeah, we're gonna do it. No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna keep doing, because we did something recently with the whole band, didn't we?
We went to Yosemite. I looked into.
Oh, we all went to the beach.
We did all go to the beach. That was fun. I looked into go-kart racing, and it's I think it's better off to we can just like go there and pay. It's like $20 or $30, I think, for like the lap.
Than to like rent like a.
Than to do the party package, yeah. Because I looked at the party package, and it's really not. It would be kind of funny to do, because it's for like a birthday party, and you get like medals and stuff, and like you get like your picture taken and shit like that. So like the party,
I feel like that's worth it.
But you only get, but it's like $200, and you only get to go around one time.
What?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm sorry. I take that back.
You only get one.
You get one race, and it's like 9 laps or something like that. But
that's like over before it starts.
Yeah, it seems like I would rather
$200 for how many people?
I think 10 people or something like that. Sorry.
So could you just like? Is it just like that's overall cheaper?
I think it's in our best interest to pay like just individually for the laps, because that way it's, I don't know. I feel like I want to race more than one time.
No, I know, but if it's like, can you just keep doing the party pass? Because that's, I'm not good at math, but it's
It's like $20.
Oh no, that's still just $20 per person.
Yeah, you don't really save that much. I don't
But
think
you
you
get the
save that
medals
much
and the
money.
picture
But you
and
get
stuff.
medals,
But
and
is
you
that
get
not kind of worth it? We could do that and then get pictures and have content, and then
good.
like
It would be pretty. I mean, whatever the medal is,
and maybe even a cake.
would-
You know.
Yeah, I'm sure they. I mean, I'm sure they do it up for you. They like you have like a little private room you can hang out in.
Oh hell yeah,
That's what they
dude!
say.
You can just bring drinks in there and drink and drive.
Maybe you can get drunk. You can drunk drive the go karts.
Oh my! I literally just remembered a dream that I had last night. I've been missing golf so much because we haven't gone in
I
like
know we haven't
2
golfed in a
months or
while.
something. I just had a dream last night, so mundane. We were just playing 9 holes at Weddington,
Nice.
and not even like
Sounds good.
it wasn't even like we're playing crazy shots. Like we were just walking. Jason was there. Edwin was there. You, me.
We're dreaming about you, Jason.
Yeah, Jason, if you're listening, we're dreaming about you.
I want to go golfing. I was listening or watching this thing about this golfer named John Daly. Have you ever heard of that guy?
No.
He's like this country bumpkin, just like beer drinking, like mullet having
Love it.
like golfer, and he just like was really like it was just like about his life, and his life was like very tumultuous. Like he got super addicted to gambling and like gambled away like tens of millions of dollars like that he would win in these golf tournaments. And it's just the guy seems crazy, but he looks like a party. Like that's the best thing about it. And apparently he's really good at golf.
Is he?
Which makes it even funnier.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
You gotta be if you're gonna have to win all that money.
I know, dead ass.
That's pretty funny. I listened to this or I watched this YouTube channel called Bob Does Sports, and they'll go and like play just like matches and stuff, and sometimes they bring on this guy that they call Fats Perez, which is like this huge guy. He has a mullet and like a huge beard.
Yeah.
And he's constantly drunk. But he's like plays scratch golf and is like an incredible golfer.
I know. It's crazy.
One of the last vlogs I watched that they did, they teamed up with some other fucking YouTube channel, and they went out to this some really nice course, and they had like it was like a hotel too, and they stayed there, and then had this like really nice dinner the night before, and he didn't eat at dinner, but he did have 11 beers.
Jesus
and was
Christ.
super hungover, and then like helped them win the next day. So funny.
It's a good guy to have around.
I mean, yeah. I think I probably have regressed a lot in my ability to do any of that, but
I don't know. You'd be surprised. You probably pick it back up.
yeah. I think I don't like wearing a glove.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe try taking the glove off.
I've
never worn a glove.
Like the past few times we've played, I don't wear the glove.
Yeah.
I feel like my hand gets so sweaty in the glove that it like I feel like I'm not getting traction. It just gets like sticky and like
yeah. I freaking shredded my hand last night trying to get that mic stand up at that place. Remember the mic stand wasn't like you don't remember. I don't think you remember, but Edwin would remember.
Wait,
it's
where?
Like this at that place that we were recording. That's where I was last night.
Oh, at Blackout?
Yeah, Blackout.
Yeah.
Shout out Blackout Studios.
Yeah, that was fun. No, I wasn't there when you guys set up the mic.
Okay, this mic stand is like fucked. It's like this, but it's like
spikes on the end of it.
No, not spikes, but you know, like that material where it's like
is it like ribbed?
Yeah, like ribbed.
Oh,
and I was like,
and it's like
I was
stuck?
like, it was stuck, and I was just like working it for like 15 or 20 minutes. And
Oh,
I was like,
Jesus
hand
Christ.
was, like,
You got a blister.
shredded. Yeah,
Ouch.
I was like,
damn.
and then it never
bro.
moved. I was just
Really?
like, yeah, I was just like,
no vocals today.
yeah,
Crouch.
I was like, I can't use my hands anymore. Sorry.
How was the session last night?
It was good.
Yeah.
He talked on the phone, like I said, for
Oh
like
yeah,
2
yeah,
hours.
yeah. Was it like hip hop or?
Yeah, it was like hip hop. It was like kind of future-esque.
Is that
It was okay. I have another beef.
Let's go.
We talked about this a little bit before with our boy Greg Newman, and I love Greg, but I can't stand when people use beats on YouTube to rap over. And
why?
Just because it seems a little like, and I'm sure there's different creative ways to do it, but it just seems like a little lazy. And the I wouldn't care as much, but this is what kind of bugged me about it last night is that it was an instrumental track from Future's newest album. So I'm like, he like tells me to pull this up and download it, and I'm like, this is like a gigantic album that you're gonna try to write over right now, right?
Yeah.
It's like I mean, it's
Did
like
you say that to him?
no. Because it's we just
He's
let,
paying
let
for
him
the
do what
session.
he wants to do.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
paying
yeah,
for his time.
yeah.
But like you're gonna get a copy.
But in my
of
head,
it.
I'm like, we're not gonna we can't put this out. Like this isn't gonna get released.
Yeah.
So just kind of like,
Are
I'm
you just engineering or?
Yeah, I was just engineering. I was just recording it.
And it's not really your place to be like, you can't do that.
Yeah, because again, it's like maybe he doesn't. Maybe I don't know his plans. Like maybe he just wants to like work on his chops or something. But I
Yeah.
just like, it'd be really funny if I like was stumped and in the studio and I was like, okay, pull up the less I know, the better instrumental, and I'm just gonna rip over that. And that's what I'll take home for the day.
Well, I think it's like that's obviously a far cry from like Greg using royalty free beats on YouTube.
Yeah, that I get. The like individually made beats, I kind of get. I don't know. I'm still not a fan of it, but I get it. I understand. Because it's hard to find. Because it's hard to come by those beats.
Like if you're just a rapper,
that
like you're just working on like lyrical stuff, and then like you're just trying to like just write and like spit and do stuff like that. Like not everyone like that's a rapper is also like making their own beats and stuff.
Of course.
I mean, sometimes you just pay people for beats, or you work like have a producer that you specifically work with. Like I'm curious as to because I really don't know. I wonder how much involvement someone like Kendrick has in like
beats,
in like the beats or like the instrumentals and stuff. Because I know he's friends with like a lot of folks like Robert Glasper and like Thundercat and Terrace Martin and all those folks. And I'm wondering if like because I know that they all like are close friends and do stuff and like work on a lot of music and like making music together. But I wonder how much like I mean it's his record, so obviously he's gonna have like producer.
If I was to guess, I would say people are probably like constantly showing him stuff and like constantly being like, "Lo, we've got these in from this guy. Like check out this."
Yeah,
and he is kind of like, okay, I like that style, like more of them like this, like I like this here and that there, and like he'll probably like goes from there.
Yeah.
But I think like guys that like are like, there's so many people constantly sending you stuff at that level that it's like
overwhelming.
It's got to be overwhelming. And yeah, I guess just like hard. I don't know. I forgot where I was going with this.
It's okay. So of the little, I have to like still sit down and listen to Mr. Morale because I haven't gotten.
It's really fucking good.
Still like I really just I want to like turn off the lights in my room and sit in the middle of my speakers and just like close my eyes and listen to it. But of like I've heard the first 2 tracks a couple of times, and then I'm like, all right, I don't have time to like actually sit down and listen to this record because it's like over an hour long.
Yeah.
But I want to Well, from what I've heard is what I mean to say is like on like N95 and stuff like that. Like though that particular beat versus, I mean, I guess it's like if you take like To Pimp a Butterfly to Untitled Unmastered to Damn to Mr. Morale, there's like I could see like the trajectory of like the beats getting that way. And again, I haven't heard the rest of the record, so I'm only basing it off these 2 songs. But it's like it's a little bit different to the point where I could see him like, oh, like we're just going for this. So like if we're getting beats or like if we're working with producers, like can we move into this direction? More so than I would see him being like if he's producing the beats himself to be moving that trajectory, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I feel like also with those and like a lot of the stuff on his album, it's like it's almost kind of hard to call them beats because
they're not beats,
just like
just songs, really.
Songs. Like they have so much like movement in them that it's like they're rarely like on a loop for like more than like 8 bars or whatever. Like it like
tracks, I guess.
His music like moves so well and like it goes in so many different directions. It's crazy. I don't know anybody.
He's obviously extremely musical. I just wonder like I just wonder like if he's like sitting at the helm, like
I know it's
like
makes you
sitting
wonder.
in like Ableton or something. Like I wonder what DAW Kendrick uses. I bet all this information could be answered.
People use. I'm sure, like the people who are making the beats or the tracks or whatever are using whatever they're comfortable with. Stuff, and then I bet you he tracks in Pro Tools. I bet you they track his vocals in Pro Tools.
You think?
I don't know. I put my money on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I wonder.
But I don't know. What the fuck do I know?
Have you ever seen on like Instagram or something under like a Kanye West? Oh, this has been like very far from my face. On like Kanye West like Instagram and stuff, you'll see that one guy that's like, or even like Kendrick's Instagram. There's that one guy that's like produced by Zach or like prod by Zach, or it's always like Kanye the goat, no cap, but it's like the goat emoji and then the hat emoji.
Oh, really?
It's like Kanye the goat emoji, no hat
Yeah,
emoji.
yeah. No, I've never seen that.
If you go on like Kendrick Instagram right now, you're gonna see it's like produced by like I can't remember what it is exactly, but it's
and he always says Kanye's the goat.
Yeah, but he'll also say Kendrick.
Oh, okay.
Or also say like
anybody,
like Melon the goat, no cap.
Anybody.
Melon the goat. What would you call Melon?
What's Melon?
Anthony Fantano? You know who Anthony Fantano is?
I don't. Not off the top of my head.
The bald guy, the buff guy that always does like the album reviews with the flannels. Dude, you know who Anthony Fantano is.
I don't know. Not off the top of my head.
I'll show you a picture right now. There's no. Oh, Luke just called me. Let's put Luke on the podcast. He has a song in his head that he needs.
Okay, go ahead. Put on speaker.
Yeah, it's on speaker.
Okay, you ready?
Hey, just before you get started here, you're on speakerphone with Wyatt and myself, and possibly, well, definitely the listeners of the podcast, if you're comfortable with that.
What up, Luke?
That's fine.
Cool. It seemed like an appropriate musical segment.
No, this is perfect.
So Luke needs help. Luke needs help with a song that he has stuck in his head, but we're gonna see if we can figure it out for him.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so it's just some tone and then some. It's like sort of a beat. It's like kind of trip hoppy maybe, and then with like a female vocal that comes in really faintly. You guys ready?
Sure.
Mm. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
It's a Kanye West song.
You know it?
I don't know. It sounds vaguely familiar. If
what years would you say it's from? Is it a newer song or older song?
Yeah. Anybody got it?
Is it newer or older?
It could be 90s trip hop. It might be something evoking that's come out since then.
Damn, I don't. That
is it. It's not like a Beyonce song.
Yeah, that's it. And then a female comes in like.
Be fun if we got trademarked on YouTube for this.
Yeah.
Well, they would help us out.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, yeah, I would tell you the song. That's true.
Well, I don't know it off the
I'm
top of my
stumped.
head, but we're gonna put this episode out today. So if if any of you,
maybe someone should help me out. That'd be amazing.
yeah, because it's gonna be out on Spotify. So if anyone, if anyone listening can help
Please
us out,
write into a PO box.
Yeah, you can just
36,
DM us, just DM Swells Music on Instagram, and I'll text Luke. Luke is my brother, by the way. Say hi, Luke.
All right. Well, thank you for helping me out. I hope that somebody can recognize it.
Yeah, we'll
hey, no problem. You're welcome.
We got our best people on it, so.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later. There you go. You got your phone call.
That's true.
That's the first call-in segment we've ever had.
I guess it is. That's the first time we've ever had anybody.
Now we could totally do that if we could do. If we could figure out a way, because I know you've been wanting to do a live version of the podcast a lot. We could totally, if we could figure out some way to get like a call in, but like where the audience could also hear what they're saying and not in a way that's like we have to hold the microphone to the.
Oh, like it's just going to like another input in the
That'd
phone.
be that'd be pretty chill.
Yeah,
you could set it up. Honestly, I know that there's like websites where you can like call a number that's produced by a website and then you're like recorded via. I bet we could do that for sure. Mm-hmm.
You could also plug your phone. I mean, you could plug your iPhone into this thing, and then they would probably record. I don't see why.
But I don't want to I don't want to put my number out there.
Well, why would your number wouldn't show up? Oh, you mean
because people have to call.
You want them to call?
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah. You wouldn't want your number to.
No.
All these fucking.
Even if my number was out there, no one's gonna call me.
Not now, but who knows? There's a lot of Wyatt stands out there for sure.
Hey, if you're listening, thanks.
Wyatt needs love.
No, I've got plenty of love. Please stay away.
Yeah, Wyatt needs it.
Please leave me alone.
He needs you. This is going a lot better than I think I
I
anticipated.
know, we're
this
at
to go.
46 minutes.
Wow, 46 minutes. Probably less as the viewer looks and says it's been 46 minutes. Probably because we had to cut out some
Oh,
stuff.
okay, yeah.
A little bit.
yeah.
Not all of that. Just at the end. Or you could bleep out their name.
Their name? Nah, it's all right. I'll just take it out.
Yeah, you're like, I don't. That sounds like a lot of editing.
Yeah. I'll only bleep the name. We'll only do the bleeping the names if it involves like a really good story.
Yeah, that was
Someone
super
else
funny
will.
to listen to.
Yeah,
Kid
yeah.
Brother.
That was a good episode.
Luis could not get that together. And the funny thing is that Luis was the one. That was the last episode that came out.
Yeah.
Luis was the one that came up with the code name. And he was the one that couldn't
remember.
No one else mentioned Kid Brother's real identity except for him.
Yeah,
That
true.
That story was
What if we
hilarious.
accidentally said it right now?
I almost did, but I don't want to create more editing for you.
Please, for the love of God.
Yeah, good old Kid Brother.
Yeah.
So what's on the docket for you today?
I'm not sure. I'm kind of just waiting to get called to work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of up now. I might not go back to bed. I might just like wake up and start doing shit. Maybe I'll go for a run or something.
Whoa.
But maybe I'll go back to bed. I don't know.
We'll see. If I could go back to bed, I would.
I think I'm up now.
I
don't know.
I gotta go fucking work. I don't want to.
Damn. You should quit your job on the podcast. Live on the podcast. Call them.
That would be so terrible, dude.
That would be pretty rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How impressed would you be?
I'd be really impressed.
Just throw away my full-time job.
I'd be like, damn, that guy is fucking punk rock.
The thing is I like my bosses.
Yeah, yeah.
And
No, you don't want to like
it's just the job is just very, I mean, it has nothing to do with music.
yeah.
That's like the biggest thing is like, yeah, I'm tired, but if like that was the only thing going on in my life, it would be super manageable.
Yeah.
But it's like, when you also are trying to do all this other stuff outside, it's like, that's a pretty, that's a very draining job to have.
Okay.
But we're, hopefully, if anyone listening to the podcast is aware of any studio assistants or assistant manager positions that you need help with, I'd have a degree from a college, and I would love to. I'd love to help you out. I'm a very good people person.
Is that true?
Yeah, I'm good with
Yeah,
people. I
that's
think,
good.
unless you fucking cross me. Stop looking at the timer. It's not going to go any faster. Come on, we have 11 more minutes of conversation in this. We can round it out to an hour. You got.
I'm doing it because I love you, the people, the listeners.
Yeah, that's why. Well, I mean, obviously, I don't want to force a conversation.
No, we're gonna force a conversation.
Have you seen? I want to go to the movies.
I know.
soon.
The last movie I saw was Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh yeah,
it's really good.
Oh, you watched it with Ed, huh?
Yeah.
Or Warm.
Yeah. Well, I watched it with warm bedrooms.
Yeah. Did you
In a
try anything
cold
funny
theater.
while you guys were? Oh, you went to the movies?
Yeah, we went to a theater.
Nice. How was it? I heard it
It
was
was
really good.
I just need to watch it again probably because it's a little hard to follow, I guess.
Because of the multiverse aspect of it.
Yeah. There's just things I want to like get a better grasp of, and but it was good. It was very original, I thought.
Yeah. I
So-
really want to see it. If you want to go see it, I'm down. I also want to
There's
see The
another-
Northman.
Yeah, I heard that was okay. A couple people at work were talking about it. I want to see Top Gun too.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good. I don't like
you don't
Tom
like that
Cruise is
shit.
kind of a piece of shit. Yeah.
Oh, God.
He is.
So is every actor in Hollywood.
I don't know, but like that Scientology shit is like pretty gnarly.
Will Smith's a Scientologist.
Yeah, and he's also a piece of shit.
There's so many. Oh my God. I mean, I'm not gonna get into this moral conversation with you right now, but I'm going to see Top Gun.
Oh no, go for it. I just wouldn't like. I don't care enough. Also, like I didn't see the first one, so I don't like have any. Like,
Yeah. If you didn't see the first one, I guess that's disappointing.
I'm down for a homoerotic tale though.
It's a homoerotic tale. It's great.
Isn't Val Kilmer? Is it Val Kilmer or no? Sorry. What's his name? The Muscles from Brussels. What's his name?
Yeah, Val Kilmer.
No, not Val. It's Val Kilmer's. He was Batman, right? And also.
Who are you asking about?
Is Val Kilmer in Top Gun?
Yes,
No, I'm talking about
the kid.
the big muscly guy that's in Top Gun. He can do the splits.
There's the guy who plays a guy named Goose, who is in the original one.
There's like an Austrian guy that's like very like muscly. He's like a bodybuilder in the same ilk of
like,
Arnold
are
Schwarzenegger.
you thinking of Von Claude Van Damme?
Yeah.
He's not in Top Gun.
Oh, he's not?
No.
Oh, but Val Kilmer is?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've ever seen a Von Claude Van Damme movie.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
He can do the
Jean-
splits, I'll tell you
He
that.
can do the splits really well.
Wasn't he in Rocky?
I don't think so, no.
Wasn't he like he was like the Russian or
Maybe
something?
no, the Russian guy that's not him.
I don't know. I'm super lost on who this guy is.
Yeah, that guy's in I don't know what his big movie is.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I really have no idea. We're learning a lot. I was right about the death proof thing, and then this is just
Yeah, I don't know where he really got his break from.
oh, he's Belgian. Bloodsport, kickboxer.
Yeah, he's in like a lot of those movies.
I think he was just like one of those guys that's
he's just like a martial artist actor.
yeah,
This
yeah,
is like really good.
yeah. He was just like super muscly.
Yeah.
It was just like I think like in the 80s, like just like a great way for dudes that are like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking straight to be like, yeah, that's fucking sick. Yeah.
To be straight,
To like who are like pretending to,
pretending to be straight.
but like could also go to the movie and be like, look how fucking built this guy
Yeah,
is.
I mean the straight guys are definitely the ones that are not as in shape. So
This is true too.
I feel like
yeah.
if you're trying to come off as straight, getting absolutely ripped is
Yeah. Sure, spending a lot of time at the gym with a bunch of sweaty guys.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
still you're looking pretty healthy there.
Kind of sus.
Anything you need to talk about?
Kind of sus. Like, have you seen The Liver King?
No, I don't think so.
There's this guy that I remember back when I had TikTok that he like just eats like bull testicles and like
Ew, like Fear Factor stuff.
yeah, but like that's all he eats is like chicken or not chicken liver, like beef liver and like
Okay.
heart and like he eats like a bunch of organs. Like most of his meals are like him eating like
That
vital
sounds, like,
organs.
Unappetizing.
And he calls himself a primal, and he goes by these like 9 tenets of like primal living. And,
Really?
like he bases his life off of like how
Does he
how
get the
tribes-
balls himself?
Huh?
Does he get these balls himself?
No, I think he just like has them.
He's got a guy.
I think he does go on hunts and stuff like that. But yeah, he literally has like a primal chef.
He just like
But the
hunts
guy
like this
doesn't cook
deer.
anything. He just cuts up like livers.
He
and
just like
testicles.
hunts this deer and then goes up to the deer and just like cuts the balls off and walks away and just leaves it there.
I mean, basically, he eats all this stuff raw too. Like he'll have like he eats like moose and elk and bull and beef, and like he eats mostly just meat. Like he doesn't eat vegetables.
Isn't that how the guy from Into the Wild died? Is he ate like a rotten deer or elk or something?
No, there was a bacteria, like from a fungus, like he got some kind of
In some
fungal
animal?
infection from the bus that he was staying in.
Oh, really?
So he got really sick in there.
Oh,
That movie's crazy.
that movie's crazy. It's a crazy story.
Remember the bear where he's just like it's just like walks by him and he's just like
I know.
like, it was really good.
It's crazy that guy died.
Oh, it makes sense.
It makes sense. It's just kind of like you hate to see it.
Well, he just got screwed because the river just like the river just expands so quick when that winter runoff comes that he just couldn't cross it safely. That's how he got stuck
and
there. Right?
yeah, and it's like you just can't fuck with nature like that. Like you just like
It was just some college kid. Like he just like dip out. And
I
just,
think
like,
so. I think he was like just like living off the land, just like but like wandering around.
You can. I don't know if it's still there, but I know that for a time you could go visit the bus that he was holed up in for a bit.
Mhm.
I think they cleared the fungal infection out.
I hope so.
But yeah, I think he went like pretty crazy. He like starved and he just died in the bus, right? I mean, it's cold in there, dude. Like that sucks.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the wild. Like you don't have food. And I mean, I guess he's got water if there's like a big stream, but
Yeah, but even then, like you can get Giardia and stuff like that. Do you know Giardia like can like not show up until like weeks later? Like
I
you
don't
could
know what
just
that
drink
is.
Giardia is like a bacterial infection usually from like animal feces and stuff like that. So if you drink water out in the wild without purifying it first, you get that infection.
you get infection.
Yeah.
Just gotta boil your water, kids.
Yeah, you just gotta boil it for a solid couple minutes. Just clear that off. I gotta go back. I gotta go back into the wild myself. I need to do some camping. I haven't been in
Yeah.
nature for like a year.
I love nature.
Swells is a pro nature coalition.
Outdoors.
Yeah, pro outdoors. Go fishing, go backpacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out there.
Get out there, Mother Nature.
Yeah, get out there. It's finally it's starting to be time. We're deep enough into spring now. The snow's melted off in most places. It's time to just go out there and give them what for,
Just fall and scrape your knee.
dude. I could use a good knee scrape. You know, I could
Could
use
you?
some sun on my back. You know,
Yeah.
a little red in my face. I got when we went to the Ren Fair. I got prickly heat.
What's that? Heat stroke?
Yeah, kind of like a heat stroke thing. Like I got a rash all over my body from being out in the sun all day.
God damn.
I know. Yeah, took a cool shower.
I bet.
Yeah,
I bet.
I'm wearing a kilt all day.
It's a lot of work being
dude.
at the Ren Fair.
My guy died.
It's no joke.
My
You're a CPU. You're like NC.
my jouster.
Oh, the guy you're voting for?
Yeah, Edgeron of Aquitaine. He lived last time I saw. He made it to the end and then he died this time.
Damn.
I know. I was pretty bummed out.
All that training.
I know, for what?
Dead.
We're almost there. I've
Listen.
had fun.
I'm the fucking captain of the show. I don't want to stop. I'll stop.
We're not
No,
stopping.
it's all right.
We're not stopping until we get there. We were almost.
We'll endure. We'll
You
endure.
ever seen the meme where it's like the two miners and like one on top of
Yeah,
the
and
other?
it's
The
like-
other guy's turned around and he has
the
about an
diamonds,
inch
like,
of like
and, like-
dirt to get to all the diamonds. And he's turned around. That's
Powerful image.
We're all. We're almost there now.
Yeah, we're almost there.
This is the most
Well-
I've ever seen you look at the counter, the timer.
I know.
You're tired.
'Cause
You
I'm
should probably
tired.
go to bed after this. I don't think you should just take a
It's.
take a 45-minute power
I think
nap.
it's more. I think it's more of the thing that I'm like trying to be stimulated right now, and I'm trying to like talk and think and stuff. And if I stop doing that, I think I'll
you're just gonna like a shark. If you stop swimming, you'll die.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The mercury takes hold. Maybe that's what it is. They have to keep moving, or all the mercury is just gonna
We'll
spread
go
throughout
into
their body.
retrograde. And
We've ended 2 podcasts talking about sharks at this point.
was Alyssa's also about sharks? Sharks are cool.
They're sick. They're pretty epic. I'm really terrified of sharks. I mean, I don't know anyone that's not like.
Yeah, I'm pretty terrified of sharks too. I'm more terrified of the idea of like a shark coming. Like if I was scuba diving and I saw a shark, like I wouldn't trip out. But
Yeah.
I'm more afraid of the idea
Like,
of
you don't know
being
that it's coming.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you go in this water, there's a shark there and you won't see it coming. I don't fuck with
dude,
that.
that's so terrifying.
That's why I don't like surfing. That's really the only idea. Like the only reason I've never gotten into surfing is because I'm like, this is
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
it's the reason. Like, I have a board and like all the accoutrement and like
Yeah.
was decent at it, but like I am I'm so like I won't go out alone.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to do that because sharks are terrifying. Like it's really scary. And
Yeah.
once you're out there, you can kind of just like, okay, I'm probably fine. But you know, sharks do be on the West Coast.
No,
dude.
yeah, they're around. They're definitely around. I mean, it's not likely, but
It's not. It's not.
all you need is one.
Do you think where we go fishing, where we go deep sea fishing, like as far as they take us,
Mhm.
because it's like about an hour
Yeah.
boat ride
Yeah.
out there. Do you think if you fell overboard and you knew the direction home,
I can swim back.
do you think you could make it? Because you know it would be
Yes.
over 24 hours of like just trying to swim over there. Do you think that you have the willpower to do that?
Yeah, I think I do. I think
I think it'd be easier with a friend.
Yeah, it'd be easier with a friend. The thing about the thing you got to be really careful of when you're in that situation is to not drink the salt water, because then you start to kind of like lose your shit a little bit.
Yeah, you hallucinate.
Yeah, and
It's so bad for you.
yeah. And I mean, aside from being exhausted, if I fell overboard, it would really help if I had something to like hold on to. If I had
So you
something to
could just
hold on
kick?
to, then definitely.
Yeah.
If I had to like free swim, like whatever that is, like 20 miles or something like that, like that'd be really hard.
I think I would literally just go on my back and just like start
Yeah.
back paddling.
Yeah. You'd have
and,
to really
like,
take your
not
time.
overthink it
Yeah.
and just try to get into like a Zen motion and just try to go for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, that would really suck.
It would, yeah. I think I could do it too. I think you'd have to, because I mean,
You'd have to
you just
try.
would die.
Yeah, or you just die. Like I'd rather die closer to the water than in the middle of nowhere, right? Or does it not even matter at that point?
Yeah,
Or
I
closer
think,
to the shore, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it'd be easier if you were like on land and could walk, but it's just you're so helpless out there. You have
And you
nothing.
become, I think it's once you get closer to the land, like you'll be easier to like spot and like easier to for people to find you and shit. Or is that not part of the thing? You have to make it to the shore.
I think you would just have to. I mean, you getting spotted like that is so unlikely.
Well, if they knew the ship went down, or is this like
Well, they don't check to make sure that people made it back. Like,
they have search parties though?
no, but I mean, like on where we go fishing and stuff like that. Like, they don't really they don't do a head count at the end, right?
Oh, you mean like if you fell over and nobody knew you were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, they're not going to do a search party if they don't know that anyone's missing.
No. If you went by yourself and fell over
And no
and
one
like
just happened
managed
to see.
to not, like kick and scream if you fell over, then
It's loud too, is the thing. Like, even if you did fall over and you scream, like there is a solid chance that no one's gonna hear you. So like when that boat starts turning and stuff,
I guess
it's
once it
loud.
starts like kicking up the engine, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if something like that, then
I think about
Yeah.
that stuff.
you'd be fucked.
It'd be hard. You think you could do it? You would just start following the wake, and then just keep swimming in that direction,
Yeah,
and then be like, "Where's my car?"
that would be like 20 miles ish. I mean, because the boat's not going very fast, but
No.
it takes about an hour. So, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how many.
don't know
I
how
never
many
know how
miles it
to
is.
gauge like how far.
I don't know.
I mean,
how
I
many
guess we
miles
could
it
try
is.
to open our phones out there and see like.
Try to open like the Nike app. See if it,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could and see. Because I feel like, I don't know, 20 miles, that's a lot. That's a lot. To swim, that's a lot.
dude, yeah, that's a crazy amount.
There was a story of some like pro football player who was like on a cruise or something like that, and he fell overboard, and it was like that. It was like a 20-mile swim back to the
Yeah.
shore, and he's like a pro football player, but he almost quit a couple times, and he said the only thing that was keeping him from like just like letting himself drown was just like the thought of his wife and kids, and he
Yeah,
fucking
I imagine that would do it.
swam back to shore and like made it back in like the early morning, and then like people saw him on the beach, and he just like fell over and passed out,
Yeah.
and then he made it.
What would be a real burn? And this, I will say, I don't know if I would be able to do, is swimming at night in the ocean, trying to get back to the shore.
Because it gets so cold. Well, you just keep
So
going.
cold, and it's like black out. Like there's no lights. You're just in this
The
like
stars.
you're just in this infinite abyss of like water. You can just like hear water, and you're in it. But like,
That's why you need a buddy.
yeah, and the stars probably look so overwhelming because there's no light pollution.
Yeah.
That would be fucking so insane. So insane.
That would change you.
Oh yeah, that'd be a life-changing experience, no doubt. I feel like even if you voluntarily swam 20 miles with people watching you, that would change you. That would like be some sort of like
But that
milestone.
that feels better because at least you're like, well, if something happens, like there's people that know how to get to me, and
yeah,
like I'll not die.
yeah,
But there you're just like, it's just me versus the world. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's insane to think about.
yeah. No, definitely. Especially if you think like that thought of being so close to death would also change you, because
Yeah. Have you ever had a near death experience?
not really. There was this one time that I was driving with my mom, and this thing where there was like this truck in front of us and this thing like fell off the truck and was like flying towards us. It
Yeah.
looked like a windshield.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It could.
Did it hit the
like,
car?
No, it didn't hit the car. My mom like actually like swerved out of the way, like
Let's go,
like
Ann.
James Bond style.
Let's
yeah.
go.
And like I like at the moment I was really scared because I was like, oh my god, that thing could have hit us and we could have died. And I was like, I was like a little kid too. I wasn't like.
Yeah.
I mean, I was probably like 10 or 11.
But you
but-
still kind of don't have that gauge of like, well,
But I was like, honestly, probably like would have hit the car and we would have been fine.
Yeah.
That was that was like other than that, like I don't
would have
really
just been a
think.
burn.
Yeah, it would have just been a bad accident. But no, I don't really do anything to put myself in close to death.
Yeah. When I was like 13 or 14, I want to say maybe like in their ages of like in between like 12 and 14, we were on like a kayak trip in Oregon, and this like long like 10-mile kayak like float or something like that. And there was like this one like kind of rough part where it's like this like kind of rapid around a bend,
Mhm.
and then that year a tree had fallen, and like there's it's like this rapid, and you have to avoid the tree because you get stuck up against it,
Mhm.
and you have to like there's probably like this maybe like 8 foot kind of like expanse that you just have to make sure that you make it through. And there's this big redwood there.
Yeah.
I got caught in like a rapid that was pushing me towards the tree, and I couldn't paddle fast enough to get in that little
Gap or
pocket,
whatever.
that
Yeah.
little gap, and I got pushed up against like sideways against the tree, and I'm like, fuck, this is weird, and I'm like kind of like floating there and like kind of just like bobbing, just sitting there for a couple of seconds. I'm like, all right, well, how am I gonna get out of this? I'm not freaking out or anything, but then the kayak starts to tip to the left as like the pressure is pushing like
Yeah.
my left side of the kayak over, and then I flip. And then I get pinned in between the tree and the kayak, and I'm still have my head above water. I'm like, okay, this is getting worse. This is kind of scary. But then the current catches my foot underneath and starts to pull me underneath the tree. And it's a big tree, and there's just water down there, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I keep getting pinned under. And then I like fully get immersed under, and I have to like open my eyes, and there's like just like this little opening in between like the bed of the river and then underneath, and I have to like squeeze my way through. And I end up having to like
underwater.
Yeah, I was underwater for like a good like 40 seconds, like
God damn.
Yeah, like not knowing like how to.
That's scary.
It was terrifying. Yeah.
And then did you just like popped up and were you able to get?
Well, we were in like a big group. Like my parents, like no one,
Nobody knew.
No one even saw that it was happening to me.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That is crazy.
It was pretty scary.
Wow, damn.
Yeah, near death.
Pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah.
I remember just getting out of it and being like, "Oh fuck!" Like that was crazy, but we did it.
And you were out of the kayak at that point, and you had to get back in the kayak.
Yeah, and then someone had to like the kayak was still like
Stuck
after
in the
all
tree.
that was still just like pressed up against the tree, and I had
Yeah.
to like someone had to help me go get it, and I was like, I'm not fucking doing that. I like
I'll get back in that thing.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't scared of going back in the kayak. I just didn't want to go near the tree again.
Oh yeah, that too.
But it was pretty spooky. I think that was pretty much it. That river in particular in Brookings, Oregon, has given my family some trouble.
Yeah.
A kid died in that river.
I bet. Yeah, people drowned. It's like a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in like rivers like that.
Yeah. Someone died. I want to say like it has something to do with that tree. Actually, like something. They've cleared it out, I think, since. But
was Mercury in retrograde when all this was happening?
That I'd have to go back and check, but I would not be.
I'm willing to bet that it was.
I'm not. I would not be surprised if Mercury retrograde was the particular.
What's the term?
culprit.
What's the term you call? Like retrograde is that, but what do you call it when it's not in retrograde? It's in
Gatorade.
Yeah, regular grade.
It's in what's the opposite of retro? It's in future
vintage
grade.
It's in vintage.
No, retro would be retro is back.
Is vintage grade? Does that happen? I feel like I would really like when it's in vintage grade.
I feel like retrograde and vintage grade are the same thing.
No, I think vintage is a little further back.
When it retrogrades, does it?
It's like
Does it mean it spins the other way?
It looks like it's going. It looks like it's turning back away. It looks like it's going in the opposite direction.
But it's not.
But it's not. It's an optical illusion.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's an optical illusion. And then all these 20-year-old girls get upset.
So normal and me and normal mode then. So
yeah,
retrograde
normal mode
and normal mode.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just guess you'd call it like.
I guess future grade is fine.
Typical grade.
Present grade.
Present grade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you did it. I'm really proud of you.
Well, guys,
hey, we even did an extra 10 minutes.
Bed.
Yeah, Wyatt's gonna go to sleep. Anyways,
you're gonna hear this episode when you hear it.
Yeah. Well, I'll be.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll be listening. I'll be listening for it today. I can't wait to hear what we talked about just hours earlier. In your bedroom.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, soon enough, this will be a video podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna try to figure that out as soon as possible because that would be fun.
Yeah,
and we can get matching. It would
suits. Be good. Yeah, we can match.
That'd be pretty cute. That'd be
good.
Sick. Or just like same vibe.
Or same vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
Similar.
Maybe we don't know. We could
color scheme.
Get your own flair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cool. Well,
all right.
Episode 11. Sorry for the
sorry
lack
for being
in
tired.
episodes.
Sorry for being foggy.
Yeah, we both
Next time we'll be on our shit. I'll be on my shit. It wasn't really you, it was me.
There was COVID. No, we haven't had good conversation. I know Alyssa probably cracked up a few times. Karina's probably listening. It's okay. We got homies. It's all good. We are gonna start uploading weekly again. We got a big guest next week, and then I believe the following week if that person text me back.
Yeah.
And yeah, everything's gonna be fantastic. Thanks so much for listening. I think, do you hear the music?
Love y'all.
Music's kicking in. There it is. All right, thanks so
Adios.
much. Bye, guys.